That is awesome.
That's right. All the best to you, Calvin.
Yes, indeed.
Love seeing those stories.
Boy, Hurricane Delta, guys, in about 30 minutes today went from category 3 to 4. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. Harvey was a very rapid intensification, but this was literally 30 minutes from one category to the next tonight, barely holding on to category 4 status and only hours away from a Yucatan Peninsula landfall. But first, let's start with beautiful San Antonio on a Tuesday night. 2 down, 3 to go until the weekend. And a beautiful shot into downtown. On the far right, our newest feature of our San Antonio skyline, the beautiful Frost Tower. It's 76. This is one of the warmest nights we've seen of late. 62-degree dew point. That's also the most humid evening we've had. And the winds are calm. That led to our ozone action today. We hit 92 at Hondo, 94 at both Pearsall and Cotulla, while San Antonio stopped at 89. We actually should have stopped at 85, but you can see a handful of degrees shy of the 1931 record. An old record of 95 on this state stays intact another year. But with that kind of heat, winds are calm, that's when you get poor air quality, and you cook up a lot of bad ozone. The emissions from your vehicles, as well as even just pumping gas or even cutting the grass, will all get released into that hot afternoon temperature and cook up a lot of bad ozone. We're still at a moderate air quality reading tonight. These are live air quality monitors. And out in Houston, it's still unhealthy for sensitive groups. Sometimes that's what we're expecting when we have an ozone action day, where COPD sufferers, asthma sufferers want to stay inside, but never got to be the case. Moderate was the worst air quality that we saw today, so not too bad. Hurricane Delta, as I mentioned, this time last night it was a category 1 hurricane. This time last night a 1. And then today it goes to a 2 this morning. It was a 3 for literally 30 minutes and then a category 4. Tonight at 130 mile per hour sustained winds, it's barely holding on to category 4 status, moving west-northwest swiftly, 16 miles per hour pace. That's a pretty good pace, and that's good news for the Yucatan Peninsula. Remember, Cancun's right here. This is Cozumel. So what'll happen is it'll clip the northeast side of the peninsula and be back out over open water. So the most violent side of the storm right here, the upper right-hand corner, well, that's going to stay out at sea. So at least for Cancun, you can take some solace in that, but not very much. I mean, this is still a very powerful storm that's going to just cream that northeast side of the peninsula. What happens beyond that? And then look at pressure. It actually went up a little bit to 960 millibars. So 6:30 in the morning is that peninsula landfall out into the Gulf of Mexico, 3 to 4 status. And then if you look at the clock, we're looking at a landfall about 10:30, and this would be near New Iberia, Louisiana. So something to watch closely. All right, 7-day forecast from San Fernando Cathedral. 91s the next 2 afternoons, mostly sunny skies. No chance of rain except for this 20% chance east of the city. I don't think we'll get a drop in San Antonio, and it might just be a drop for, say, Gonzales down to, say, Carn City and some of our eastern communities. Then a very hot weekend on the west side of the storm, almost 100 on Sunday. Deborah?